25. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throwing Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. 23 yards to pick up there.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. After the penalty, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They work now on 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Second down, another run with Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'm not a bus. All my people there. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, they back us up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I got your money up. But people I got put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. But they don't have anything.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
14, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
15. And the Colts first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this taken in by Downs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Second down in the yard.
Back to throw. Jones.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. 1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going deep for Hopkins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Henry up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 from the 44. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has
another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson.
Short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They just keep trying, but so far, we're finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson.
On target to his man, Likely.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and goal, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. There's the flash of Abdullah.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and... Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That complete to Downs.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2 yards to go, second down. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play, that's a -4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Jones.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, they're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Off tackle left with Henry. Pushes him over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Draw play. This is Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 17-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. Complete to Likely. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 13-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
Jackson options out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Daniel Jones and the Colts down by 8. A minute 15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Jones. That's complete to Pierce.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
PlayStation